So I'm going to title this video, since I'm going to jail, I'm exposing it all, part 1. Because I don't know how many parts this shit gonna be. But y'all, when I tell you I'm telling it all, I'm saying names. Ain't no nothing. I'm saying names. I'm posting pictures. When I find some, I'm posting screenshots. I'm exposing it all because a bitch wanna fucking play with me for the same bitches that was playing with you. So I'm going to tell it all. Since nobody cares about what my side is, because y'all jealous assholes always wanted to issue with me regardless, let's tell it all. So come in and have a seat.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Huh? Yes.
Look at you.
Do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all pay. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in.
So I'm going to title this video, since I'm going to jail, I'm exposing it all, part 1. Because I don't know how many parts this shit gonna be. But y'all, when I tell you I'm telling it all, I'm saying names. Ain't no nothing. I'm saying names. I'm posting pictures. When I find some, I'm posting screenshots. I'm exposing it all because a bitch wanna fucking play with me for the same bitches that was playing with you. So I'm going to tell it all. Since nobody cares about what my side is, because y'all jealous assholes always wanted to issue with me regardless, let's tell it all. So come in and have a seat.
Yes, we're here.
Also, I'm literally looking like this because my hair appointment is literally in like 2 hours. So I'm making this video before then. But I'm going to get my hair done. My birthday is literally in 2 days, but I'm celebrating it tomorrow. So I'm looking like this for that reason, okay? Yeah.
I understand.
So I started dating Danielle. That's my ex name. I started dating Danielle May 29th or some shit of last year, right? First day we linked up. She's an eater. Crazy eater. Literally, made me come back the next day. You know, we did our thing or whatever. Literally better than I even fucking expected. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying this stuff, y'all, because I feel like I gotta explain everything to know why I even stayed around in the beginning. Like, that bitch is an eater. She's literally like crazy. So yeah. So we started dating, and immediately, like, I noticed like red flags. So when we first started dating, she the first day I linked up with her, she had her friend Terry and her cousin come over or whatever. For her reasoning, she said, you know, we were strangers. She wanted to like not make me uncomfortable. She also wanted to make sure herself was safe. Cool, understood it. But at the same time, like, I had explained to her, like, you had a nigga around and that could have made anybody uncomfortable, just in a friendly basis. We talked about this. She said she understand. Cool. Her friend Terry, also the bitch who literally her whole fucking friends and family have dogged out in front of me, okay? Terry literally liked me from very day one. Like, we was cool. Like, we were cool as fuck. She was always like complimenting me, always like telling me her business. The bitch even cried to me about some of her business, all type of shit. All of a sudden, like, as time goes on, the bitch starts feeling like we're beefing. So I'm asking Danielle, like, that's weird. Like, what's going on? Danielle's acting oblivious. Oh, I don't know. She just acts very weird around you. I never told her anything bad about you. I told her that I like you, blah, blah, blah. Y'all really come to find out later on down the line that this bitch was literally texting Terry and lying on me. My ex was sending me full-fledged paragraphs and then sending my response to Terriana to act like I said something to her first. So I remember one of the text messages my ex sent me about like wanting me and being intentional with me, all type of stuff. And I responded back or whatever when I woke up. Why I go through her phone later on down the line, this is all a factor. And I see that she sent Terry my message, and then Terry gonna respond back, well, are you gonna tell her the truth? Like, basically trying to imply that she don't really like me like that. So Terry, so Danielle's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell her just the truth. Bitch, what's the truth? You literally sent me a text message first. That's character. This is what I'm explaining to y'all. This bitch is fucking weird. So in dating her, outside of even that one bitch, they literally, which is they meaning her sister, any friends that was around the first week, anybody that would leave, they bashed them. They talked badly about them. The first fucking week that I started dating her, every single time I seen her, she had hella people at her house, right? Cool. But as soon as whoever would leave, everybody around would bash them. And the most person that everybody fucking bashed was literally the Terriana girl. So Terriana literally is like a dark-skinned girl, like she smoke a lot of weed, like all type of shit, like bad body, whatever, right? they literally, as soon as she would leave, they would bash the fuck out of her. She's ghetto. She don't got no home training. She's ugly. She's dusty. She would even come around, y'all, and literally be like saying like she's coming over there to stop her period so she can go fuck this nigga and fuck that nigga and fuck this nigga and fuck this nigga, all type of shit. So they dogged her out, literally. I literally told Danielle to her fucking face, you don't think it's weird that every time this girl leaves, y'all talk about her? She said, I mean, it's not really bad because everything we're saying we would say to her face. That's exactly what this bitch said. Everything we're saying we would say to her face. Did they ever say anything to her face? Absolutely the fuck not. So on top of Terry, there's this bitch named Zaria or whatever. Zaria is her sister Diani's best friend. I end up finding out that Danielle and Zaria used to fuck each other. Do I give a fuck about that shit? No. But the fact that you have me around this bitch and not saying anything, but yet you had a whole fucking hissy fit about me telling you that I'm still friends with a bitch that I literally have had sex with prior. So she's really a fucking hypocrite, and that's really what this all comes down to. Also, y'all, I'm telling these names because y'all, it's all legit, but I'm putting everything out, literally. So yeah, stay tuned. So yeah, so she had the friend named Zara, whatever. Mind you, she's literally that like this is just what she does. She's literally saying like, oh, Zaria don't like, she's not really my friend. She's my sister's friend. I don't really like her. I don't really even like her for my sister as her friend because I feel like she uses my sister. She doesn't treat my sister well. She's like manipulative to my sister. She's mean as fuck to my sister. All type of shit, right? Even the sister would say like, oh yeah, like that's her best friend, but she would always like make like little comments about like, oh, she's dumb for niggas or for bitches, and she got a kid and she don't care about her kids. She care more about niggas and bitches. They say the same thing about Tariana. Her I guess Tariana has, her son is autistic or something like that. So they literally would imply like, oh, he's only like this because she's always fucking random men and all type like that. When I tell y'all they literally bash this bitch business. I literally addressed it to Danielle within 5 days of meeting her. I literally said, I think this weird that y'all talk about everybody or whatever. I even told one of my homegirls like, bro, this is weird that every single time somebody leave, they talk about that person. My friend was like, that's a red flag, but she also just, we literally thought Danielle was autistic. Honestly, truly. So we let her get away with a lot of shit because I'm thinking like something wrong. Like she just don't know no better. That's genuinely, y'all, what I thought. That's genuinely what I thought. So it's like I let her get away with a lot of shit, bro, that she really should have never gotten away with. So in the midst of all of this or whatever, and getting to know Danielle, I addressed the fact that she's bashing on her friends and stuff like that or whatever. But, you know, they telling me, oh, we would say the same thing to them in front of their face. You're just new around, so you don't understand how we talk to each other. Whatever. Weird shit. Cool. So she ended up having an ex or whatever. Mind you, y'all, this bitch bashed the fucking ex down. I could tell you every fucking second of this bitch business, from her fucking sisters to her fucking ghetto ass mom to her going to jail for prostitution, to her motherfucking making my ex sell cocaine for her, to her literally whipping on her kids, to her literally fucking niggas on her, to her stealing from her, to her allegedly paying all the bills. And I say allegedly because the bitch tried to say the same thing now that we're broken up and she paid all the bills. But yeah. So she bashed this ex so fucking much to me, and we would argue about it. So I'm like, bro, this is so weird. Mind you, this is the same ex that I ended up finding out down the line that she was talking to the whole time. The whole time. Mind you, her family, her friends, every time I come around, they're bashing the ex. That was literally a red flag to me. I never opened up my mouth. I would just leave. When I would leave, I would always find that shit weird or whatever. Danielle treated me so nice and so sweet, and she acted like she was such a caring person for me that I really was letting this shit slide, but I would always address it to her like, that's weird, you need to stop doing that. She's like, yeah, I didn't expect them to say that in front of you, or I didn't expect them to say this, when in reality it's you're telling all this girl's business. Y'all, why recently I brung up that I know she's gonna tell my business to these same bitches. She's gonna say, I never even told you nobody's business, I just told you what happened to me. No, y'all, I can run this bitch whole fucking business down to the fucking ground. We used to argue because I'm like, why the fuck you keep talking about this bitch? She was trying to pry on, like, forced me to see the girl or whatever, like kept trying to get me to pry, to ask more questions, and I never did, bitch. I don't give a fuck. She just wanted to show the bitch off. The bitch is dusty to me, so I didn't give a fuck. But it's just like, why you even keep bashing her? Let me tell you why. So a lot of these character things I will get over or whatever because I was always just feeling like, you know, I just liked her as a person at first. Like not as a person, actually. I'm lying. I liked her for how she liked me. I'm gonna say that. I liked her for how she liked me. So because of how she liked me or whatever, mind you, like she's always like buying me stuff. She's always feeding me. She's always like doing all of these things. She's super sweet to me, always texting me, always attentive. If I call that phone, she answers all type of shit, right? Literally, everything switched when one of her friends came in town. And I'm gonna change it to the next video because I see the like time is going up and I don't want to have to stop. Next video.
Any friends or group of friends that will talk crap about their friends that they really know for a really, really long time in front of you, talk crap about them while they're not in the room to defend themselves in front of you, will talk about you to other people behind your back. And it's always crazy to me when people claim to be your friend and then will talk about you behind your back while you're not in the room to defend yourself. It's crazy. And I've experienced that with a group of friends who call themselves holier than thou and, you know, great friends to this one person, and they pretend as if they were friends with this person, because I was really shocked when I actually saw how they were interacting with that person, but they were talking so badly about that person behind her back while I was in the room. It was completely crazy to me. And then when things came out that they were doing the same thing to me, I was not surprised at all. Because if you could do that to friends that you've been friends with for such a long time in front of me, I'm not surprised that you would do it to me that you just met recently, right? So in my opinion, this whole situation was crazy, that they were talking about their friends to you, dog walking their friends to you behind their friend's back while she's not in the room, while she is, you know, when she leaves, they're talking behind her and they're telling you, oh, we've told her this before. 9 out of 10 times, they never told this person to their face what they're telling you about this person. Because if they did, they would have never talked about that person to a bunch of people while the person's not around. Because if you don't mind telling this person, you'd wait until they're around to talk shit about them. You know what I mean? Not while they're not in the room. So this whole situation, first of all, this whole story is really, really messy. Really, really messy. To start off a story saying, since I'm going to jail, I'm going to tell it all, is even crazier. It's just ghetto. Very, very ghetto. Hey, y'all, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny. Let's get into this very, very messy story time about this friend group. And I've known too well about friend groups who will dog walk you, drag your name in the mud, but then smile in your face when they're in front of you. They will basically talk about you while you're not in the room to defend yourself, but when in front of you, they pretend like they're the best people. And it's usually a lot of the people who are so positive, right? Claim to be, oh, I'm so positive, I'm so this, everything is love and light, everything is sunshines and rainbows. Meanwhile, they're basically bashing their friends because their friend did one thing wrong, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. And then the people who claim to know you for so long, who love you for so long, are also in the room and they won't defend you. But they claim to know you for so long, they claim to love you so much, and they won't even defend your name and or come to you as a person and say, hey, is this true? You know? So let's get into the story, because this story is very, very crazy.
So yeah, so this is part 2. So Danielle had a friend named Ro, really pretty girl, African or some shit or whatever, like that, right? When she first mentioned Ro to me, she was like, oh yeah, everybody around me, my friends and my exes and stuff, they always really jealous of her or whatever, right? So I'm like, why would they be jealous of her? They was just like, oh, they just jealous of her, like all type of shit, whatever. And I'm just like, well, why? She's trying to imply that they just didn't like her being her friend. They felt like Ro liked her. They felt like Ro liked her and stuff like that or whatever, right? As the time went on, which was only like a week, I realized it wasn't about nobody being jealous of her. When it came to boundaries, regardless, Danielle lacked boundaries. So she literally would switch up depending on who she's around, depending on who she's talking to. Her morals, her principles, everything was literally different depending on who the fuck she was talking to, right? So, Rose seemed like she had her head on straight or whatever. I even told her, oh yeah, she's pretty, she's cute. Like, I feel like Rose the best looking one of everybody in this story I'm gonna tell. Everybody else in this story is ugly as fuck, literally. So she's just like saying like, oh, like they're just jealous of her or whatever, right? And I'm just telling her like, well, like as she explained it to me, I told her like straight up, like I feel like you just lack boundaries. I don't feel like it's jealousy. I feel like when it comes down to certain things, like mind you, she's literally agreeing with me, like, okay, I'm glad you said that. Like, see, that's why I like you. You put other stuff in my head that nobody else does or whatever, right? Cool. So hold on. The first situation we ended up getting into where we kind of like stopped talking briefly is because she was like spending her birth, like the time with Road or something like that, whatever. And it wasn't about her spending time with her, nothing like that. It was literally just about her, like little comments that was said. Like she would call me and I would call her back. And when I call her back, she would answer the phone and she's like playing like this weird nonchalant role. She would play like the bitches in the background saying like, who the fuck you on the phone with? Hang up the phone. Like just being real rude. I don't play shit like that, because what is even being said about me over there that, you know, motherfuckers is like, oh, hang up on her and don't answer the phone for her, like shit like that or whatever, right? Mind y'all, this is the same bitch who's literally kissing and worshiping the ground I walk on. That's literally why my friends even was okay with me dating her, because I literally always told them, they even seen it for themselves, heard them on the phone, seen text messages, everything, of this bitch literally always kissing and like pleading for me to be her person or whatever, right? She was super sweet in the beginning, super sweet. So, something ended up fucking happening, like with the birthday thing, and it just was like weird, because it's like, you said the girl birthday was a week ago, but now you're still acting weird now or whatever, right? And instead of her just saying like anything of what it, she just kept saying like, oh, like I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And I'm like, who's saying you doing something wrong? You will call me or you will text me. I text you back, you being dry. So I literally one day I text her because she was just being dry or whatever. And I text her and I was like, yeah, Danielle, we're done talking or whatever, right? So in the messages, she's like, okay, Natavia, didn't do anything, but okay, acting real nonchalant. Mind y'all, something that I'm also going to tell y'all about this girl that I've never experienced in my life is she will literally text you a certain way so she can go send it to her friends, but then be talking to you in person or talking to you on the phone in a completely different way because you don't have proof of that. So she was always downplaying every single person she's ever talked about or talked to in every way, like she was just this catch, and she just like everybody was just acting crazy over her, and she's just this chill cool ass girl. She did that to me. She literally did that to her other friends. She did that to her sister. She did that to every bitch she dated. Everything I seen on her phone, I'm gonna expose. So just stay tuned for that. So yeah, she was just acting real dry or whatever. So we ended up talking on the phone, and she understood completely what I was talking about when we was on the phone. But then I ended up getting drunk at nighttime or whatever, and I ended up sending her like a voice note. I wasn't disrespectful. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't screaming. No, nothing. I literally was just like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I just feel like you lack boundaries as a person. And mind you, this wasn't just about the road girl. It was literally about you, everybody in your life just take advantage of you, and you just move and jump and skip for every person. So that's literally what my voicemail was about. Them bitches all got the voicemail because she sent it to everybody on her fucking phone like the loser ass bitch that she is. But yeah, she's on my phone like, oh no, I'm sorry that I made you feel like that. Like, you know, I'm glad that you tell me about myself because nobody else do. All type of shit, right? So, yeah, that was our first thing. So we stopped talking. Like, she never texted me back, but we had spoken on the phone, but we had just decided to like stop talking to each other. So then, like, I think like not even 2 days, the next day I ended up like calling her and she answered the phone or whatever. So I was just like, you know, being my playful stuff, like, oh, you miss me, da 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 da, whatever. She just like, yeah, I do, blah 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 blah. Mind you, go through her text messages or whatever, she's telling people in the phone at this time, this was later on, I find out at that time she was telling people that, oh, she calling me, I don't know what the fuck she want. Oh, she watching my page, I don't know what the fuck she watching my page for. This bitch literally had a personality disorder or something, because she acted like whoever the fuck she was around at the moment, and the shit really blew me because I was genuine as fuck with this girl the whole time, right? So we literally naturally started back talking. Like, it was nothing. It was nothing. Then we ended up getting into a situation because when I first met her, I was working at a plastic surgery center. I do billing and coding. I do administration, stuff like that. And then I also work in as a midnight ballerina on weekends or whatever, right? So when I first met her, I was doing both. But the first day I met her, I literally told her straight up to her face, like, we're in front of her friend and everything, like, yeah, I work at the club too on weekends and stuff like that. So she never said anything, bashed me about the club or whatever, but she did start telling me about how it's uncomfortable for her because her ex used to fuck niggas at the club, and her ex used to like bring niggas to the house and sit in the car with them for hours and text them and talk to them on the phone or whatever. Mind you, I literally will always tell her, like, everybody don't do that. So I get what you're saying. I get you trying to say, but everybody not the same or whatever. That's literally how she started dating me. And I feel like a little part of me started feeling like I had to prove some shit to her or whatever. And that's really where I fucked up, because she's nothing to prove anything to. I knew what I wasn't doing anything wrong. That's all that mattered. So, yeah, like that, we ended up getting into an argument because she's a drunk, y'all. She's a fucking full-fledged alcoholic, like some fucking, the opposite of a crackhead. She's a drunk head. Like, when I tell you this girl a full-fledged drunk, and that's really why we broke up, because she's a drunk and she wouldn't get no fucking help. But yet, everybody's sitting there acting like I'm tripping. So let's get into that. So she was drunk as fuck or whatever, and I was telling her, like, I'm about to leave to go to work. Mind you, this girl will always tell me to come over to her house. Always wanted to lay up, always wanted to cuddle, always wanted me in her face, always wanted to see me all the time. Even y'all, later I found out this bitch was sitting there calling me, texting me to come over to her house, and then telling people like, oh, I just popped up. She just popped up. Like, bitch, stop fucking playing with me, bro. This fucking loser ass bitch really played with me so fucking bad, and it's really pissing me the fuck off. So yeah. So she got drunk, didn't want me to go to work or whatever, and she made a really rude comment like, oh, I ain't taking no stripper serious. So I said, but you dated a fucking prostitute for 3 years and took care of her kids while she fucked niggas on you. Because, bitch, you're not about to try to insult me and think that I'm going to motherfucking shut my mouth, bitch, because it ain't happening, right? So, yeah. So, in text message or whatever, when I brung it to her the next day, because she was drunk as fuck, I brung it up to her the next day or whatever, and she's like, Tavia, I didn't say that to you. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you took it wrong. I'm sorry that you took it wrong. But then, when I called her on the phone to explain to her, that's when her sister and her sister's best friend can hear me. Y'all, why this bitch did a whole 360 and start saying, okay, how you mad because I don't want to date a stripper? How you mad I don't want, like, she literally tried to play in my fucking face, y'all. Like, she done that shit so many fucking times. She's one way with me, one way in my face, one way with text messages, but then get around other people and try to act like she's like that, bro. Like, and it just blows the fuck out of me because, bitch, who are you playing with, bro? Like, it drove me crazy. So I ended up screaming, cussing her the fuck out in front of them or whatever. I see that the friend was saying that I'm toxic, whatever. She ended up telling me, oh, my friend said that you're toxic, but I don't give a fuck what she say. I know your heart. I know that you didn't mean it like that. I just rubbed you the wrong way. But then I go through her phone, y'all, later at that time, and she's literally telling the girl, like, she is toxic. I just need to leave her alone. Bitch, what? You fucking weirdo bitch. So skip past all of that. The whole summer go by. And I'm with her constantly. Ended up finding out she don't got a car because she didn't tell me in the beginning. Ended up finding out she's married, military, which she lied. She acted like she just was military married. Everybody in the military did it, when in reality, it was a whole bitch that she actually was in a relationship before, with before. So cool. A lot of stuff that, like, I was finding out she would, like, apologize for. She would admit to me or whatever. Her friend at the time, the Terry girl, she even liked me at the time, so she was always explaining and vouching for her all the time. Cool, right? So I let a lot of shit go. At the end of the summer, that's when I ended up finding out that she fucked the Zaria girl because her sister brung it up. Her sister all crying, all type of weird ass shit. I guess because she got a fucking crush on her friend. So her sister crying, her sister bashing her friend. Oh, she does this with everybody. She's a liar. I know she was never my friend. All type of shit, right? Come back for part 3. So yeah, I ended up finding out about that or whatever. They also have this sweet friend named Chelsea. Me and Chelsea never got into it. She even told me, like, she feel like I should leave Danielle alone. Danielle's sister even told me, I feel like you're too good for my sister. I don't think that you should be stressing and going through the stuff that you're going through with her. I don't think she's worth it. You don't really know her. She's a liar. She lies so much, whatever, right? So at the time, I stupidly took it, like, the right way because we had a whole 2-hour phone conversation. But then I started feeling like maybe she's just saying this, because she really don't like me. And maybe she's telling Danielle bad stuff about me, but then gonna say that to me. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like a lot of weird shit that was going on over the summer. Fast forward. After the summer was over, I ended up experiencing an armed robbery at my home or whatever. So very traumatic situation. Nobody knew about it but her, whatever. She ended up telling everybody that she fucking knew what happened or whatever. But so she ended up offering for me to come stay in her house with them or whatever, which is she was roommating with her sister. So she offered me to come stay in her house. Initially I was just like, no, you don't gotta do that. Like, I'll go live with my grandma. I'll go somewhere else. Like, I'll go, like, figure something else out or whatever. Also, yeah, I had, like, sugar daddies and tricks and stuff and everything or whatever that I ended up cutting off for respect for this bitch. And I regret the fuck out of that shit for reasons that I'm going to get into in this video. But yeah, so she was just like, no, I want you to come live with me or whatever. Like, her sister, she asked her sister was cool with it. She's like, she's over here all the time anyway. She's a great person. Like, yeah, she can come stay or whatever. So I literally talked to Danielle face to face and I said, this is not going to be a forever thing. I don't want to, like, live with nobody that I'm dating or nothing like that. I already experienced, like, that shit or whatever. She's like, well, you don't have to rush it and stuff like that. Like, get yourself together. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't got to pay for nothing. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. You don't have to pay for nothing. Just get yourself together, right? So I was always still very considerate. So I was always, like, offering help and stuff like that. She was always telling me no. Where it became an issue down the line is because she's telling me no to giving her money for anything, but then telling her sister, she's gonna help when she can. Telling her family that I don't have no money to help, when we know that was a fucking lie, because I was still a fucking dancer at this time. And it was like I wasn't making as much money as I was making before, because I wasn't going to work a lot, because I was so fucking like stressed the fuck out, y'all. I literally lost like so much weight. Like I was really like traumatized from a lot of shit that was happening in my life at the time or whatever, right? So she just ended up really just being an aid for me in life. But for some reason, all the people around her, like her friends and stuff like that, they started treating me weird as fuck. So I'm thinking they're treating me weird because, they're jealous that she took me in. You know what I'm saying? But then come to find out later on down the line, you took me in, but you're still spitting shit to them like, but I don't like her yet, y'all. I'm just doing this because she just need help. I'm just doing and it was the weirdest shit ever, y'all. It was the weirdest shit I ever experienced in my life. And I literally didn't find out for 6 months that this was going on, y'all. So don't think that you knew early on and how she was and you just ignored it. I didn't ignore it. I didn't know nothing until November 11th, 2024. Remember that date because it's very significant. So as I'm living with her or whatever, I'm very sweet up on Danielle at this time. She's very sweet up on me. Like, this girl buys me anything I look at, think about, post, repost. Danielle's gonna buy for me any food I want, any date I want to go to. Like, we literally went on every fucking date. This girl literally spoiled me fucking rotten. Like, everything that I needed from losing my house and losing all my stuff or whatever, she was there. You know what I'm saying? So, why in my mind would I ever think that this bitch is bashing me to people? You know what I'm saying? Like, this bitch is sweet up on me so bad. Why would I ever think that she's bashing me? So I never thought that. I really just thought that her fucking friends was weird and they just didn't like me because they was weird, and that was not really the case. Them bitches definitely weird, but they not weird for the reasons that they think they fucking weird. They're weird because she plays all sides. So that's what this is even about. So yeah, in the midst of me living there, everybody got really weird to me or whatever. I started distancing myself. So I wouldn't talk or whatever, y'all. Every holiday, every single holiday we've ever experienced, we would have matching outfits on, matching pajamas, matching every fucking thing. Why would her friends and stuff only say, "Oh, Danielle, you look cute"? Them is some jealous assholes, y'all. When I tell you them is some jealous, envious assholes, even Danielle will start saying stuff like, "You mean we look cute?" Like, she started like taking up for me a little bit. But then she's literally also like acting like she didn't know why they was acting weird to me. So that shit was like sick as fuck for real, right? So, holidays and stuff went on. Me living there went on. We started arguing really badly because she just started treating me really weird. She started treating me weird, y'all, because I ended up finding out she was still talking to the ex, that she was bashing and exposing that girl's business to every fucking body that would listen. So she was just being real rude up to me, real mean to me. And at this time, I was very sensitive, Dolly, right? Like, I was a sensitive, like, vulnerable state or whatever. So I was crying. I wasn't yelling and screaming at her. I was just crying. This bitch was walking up in my face, screaming in my face, pushing past me, getting extremely aggressive with me all the time. And I would be like, just looking at her, because in my mind, I know I'll fuck you up. But at the vulnerable, like, soft-hearted side of me, I literally was like, what is going on? So I will always address it to her like, "Danielle, like, you're doing this, you're doing that. You said you've never hit no girl you was with. You said you've never been aggressive. You've never even been in a fight. Like, why are you doing this to me?" She will always be like, "Oh, you're being sensitive. I was just playing." How you just playing, walking up in somebody's face, screaming in her face or whatever, but then you go out the room with your sister and then you play like you're just this, like, oh, you're just this holier than thou person and all type of shit or whatever, right? So this is before I started screaming. So eventually, the arguments got more like stronger, but we would never argue in the house when I was living with them. So the first argument we actually got into, where I literally yelled at her, was we went out for tacos or whatever, and she literally just was like being so fucking weird or whatever. And so I just was like, "You act slow." That's exactly what I said. Y'all, she started crying, having a fucking fit, smacking my fucking dashboard or whatever, having a whole fit, right? Come to find out, y'all, she tell her sister a whole different side of the story, because me and her sister ended up talking about it 2 days later because she was passed out drunk on the couch. We ended up talking about it. Her sister's like, "Oh my God, that's not what she said happened. This is what she said happened." Woke her ass up. "Hey, get up. Let's talk about what you're telling people that happened versus what really happened." She ended up literally admitting everything I'm saying, but then started saying like, "Well, I'm drunk, so I didn't remember. Oh, this didn't happen like that. I don't remember." So that was the first time we ever got into a screaming match. It was me, her, and her sister all in the living room at the same time, right? After that, I was literally so like irritated, just always irritated, and I wanted to leave. And I'm telling you, we would scream like that in front of her sister and stuff like that, and then at the end of the night we would be laid up and she's all in my ear, baby, I love you so much, you're really the love of my life, you're my person, I don't want you to go nowhere, because she know I'm always trying to make arrangements to leave, and she would never want me to leave. But y'all, she's sitting there telling bitches that she been wanting me to leave. Y'all, this was the fakest bitch I ever dated. I couldn't believe myself. Anyway, so we get down to November, and like I said, she's still being mean. I'm still never like doing much arguing with her at this point, but she's just getting real like rude like or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make arrangements to get the fuck on or whatever, but I didn't say anything. So I took her out for Veterans Day. Her friend Terry ends up texting her like, why are you letting this bitch take you out for Veterans Day? You know I asked first. So she's just like, well, I don't know, I can't remember exactly what she said. And then so she's telling me like, Terry's so jealous of you, like, how's she mad that you want to take me out for Veterans Day? I said, then bring her too. Like, what's the problem? Like, everybody can go. It's just like, dinner, whatever. She's like, no, she don't gotta go. I'm really like winging myself off of her. All she want to do is smoke, drink, and talk about fucking 1,000 niggas in the city, and she's so unattractive, and my family don't even like her around. They just tolerate her. That's exactly what this bitch was saying about her friend, right? So I'm like, okay, well, stop trying to make them motherfuckers think that it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, speak up and tell them that you got an issue, not that I got a fucking issue, because the shit weird as fuck, right? This girl ends up, we ended up going to, out for Veterans Day, whatever. She's acting really weird or whatever. Like, we're really dry. Like, we're not even talking. So when we got in the car, I ended up addressing it, whatever. So I ended up addressing it. I'm just like, are you still talking to your ex? Because you keep bringing her up in certain, like, little ways and stuff like that. She gonna say, we talk about the kids, but I don't talk to her. I don't like her. She's not even attracted to me. We ain't got nothing to talk about if it ain't about the kids or whatever. Mind you, y'all, I don't even play with no bitch who play no step dyke to no hoe. Are you dumb? You're a bitch, has a baby daddy, 2 baby daddy. Get the fuck out of here. I don't play goofy, goober ass shit like that. So I literally was like believing her in the beginning, but then I'm like, let me see your phone. Y'all, she ended up changing this bitch name on her phone to a whole nother name that's not the bitch name at all. Mind you, I ended up having a fucking epiphany that this is the same name that I've seen her talking to when I would be leaving for work and shit like that. So the bitch has been playing in my face for a long time. So yeah, ended up realizing that's the same fucking name that she literally have talked to when I was leaving for work or anything like that, right? So I literally seen it, and I'm scrolling through, and I'm like, where y'all talking about the kids at? I ain't never seen nothing about them kids other than this bitch sending her money. You sending her money, you paying for her fucking phone bill, you literally like doing like little sweet stuff for her, whatever, but bitch, you over here in Atlanta and you barely can hold float for your own fucking bills at your sister's house, but yet you want to be acting like you got it like that to a whole nother bitch. You know what I'm saying? The shit was just weird. I won't lie. As soon as I seen it and my heart fucking dropped, I smacked the shit out of this bitch. I smacked fire out of her ass because, bitch, you really have me fucked up. Am I fucking glorifying domestic violence? No, I'm not. But that bitch had me fucked up, bro. So her sister there and everything. If y'all wanted to be so tough, I just smacked your sister right in front of you. Why you didn't do anything about it? Why she didn't do anything about it? Because she know that her sister wasn't really over me. The bitch started crying and pleading, like I'm packing up my stuff or whatever. She's like holding my stuff. She's taking stuff out of the suitcase. And Tavia, please don't go. Please don't go. I love you so much. I'm so sorry. I don't want her. I don't want to talk to her. I was just so scared that you would leave me one day. So I gotta like make sure that I had something to fall back on. Like y'all, literally pleading and begging. So I started punching her in her chest. Not because I want to fight her. I started punching her in her chest, y'all, because she's holding me and gripping me like this fucking bear grip or whatever. So I started punching her just to get her to fuck off of me or whatever. But I do know how it comes off as if I was trying to attack her. No, I was literally like, get the fuck off of me. And I'm punching her in her chest or whatever, right? So I ended up packing up all my shit. I go to my homegirl house or whatever. My homegirl's literally like, hold up. My homegirl's literally like, oh my God, Danielle's so innocent and sweet. I would have never thought she would do nothing like this or whatever, right? I'm like, bro, like she got me fucked up, bro. Like I can't believe it because everything that I thought about Danielle, I was bamboozled. Not only did I see her still talking to her ex on the phone, I seen all the name. Like, I searched my name. I see all the stuff that she said about me or let bitches say about me. I see the way she tried to downplay that she didn't like me and she was still trying to figure me out. How the fuck you still trying to figure me out, bitch? You eating my pussy every night. How the fuck you still trying to figure me out? You spinning bread every fucking day. You literally got me living in your house. You're treating me so fucking nice. Yeah, you have these weird little moody things. I thought that was just like moodiness or whatever. But this girl is literally texting me every day, worshiping the fucking girl I'm walking on. So no, I had no idea that she was saying all that stuff that I ended up finding out, right? mind you, she's also telling me like stuff about her friends' business and stuff like that. But then on their phone, she's vouching for them like, oh yeah, girl, you ain't wrong, you ain't wrong. But straight up telling me, oh, she's dumb, I gotta stop being around her. Oh, I was never really her friend. Oh, I never this. I ain't seen her in 9 years. I didn't know she was gonna look like that. I didn't know she was gonna behave like that. All type of weird shit, right? Like she's just a really fake ass bitch. Like genuinely, truly, she really is. So that ended up happening. I ended up coming back the very next day. She literally used my car because, like I said, she doesn't have one. She literally used my car and she took it and she went to go buy me like all of this stuff or whatever, a promise ring. So basically, like initiate like that she would never disrespect me like that again. That she was gonna change her ways and she's sorry. Mind you, y'all, she blamed everything on her being drunk. So you blame everything on you being drunk in the moment, but then later on when I tell you got a drinking problem, you're like, I don't even drink that much. I don't even drink that much. Okay, let's get into it. So in the midst of me going back or whatever like that, y'all, I won't lie, I was so fucking heartbroken. Not just because of, oh, this is somebody you're dating and what. No, I was so heartbroken because, bro, we have literally sat and cried to each other about our childhoods, like everything we've been through with other people, every way that everybody handle each other. I'm literally her therapist, y'all. Even outside of a relationship with me, I'm like vouching for her to take up for herself, stand up to her, to people that like, you know, that she's telling me are using her and misusing her and mishandling her and mistreating her, and everybody just wants something out of her, but nobody check on her, nobody's there for her, all type of shit, right? So I'm like, even outside of being your girl, I'm literally like, bro, you are a great person. You need to stick up for yourself, all type of shit or whatever, right? Y'all, why she end up trying to use the sticking up for herself thing towards me at the end? But we'll get into that. So in the midst of every fucking thing, like I said, I'm heartbroken. So now I'm angry. So I ain't gonna lie, I was very inconsiderate when me and her would argue in the house every single night. Her sister still lived there. We were yelling every single night, y'all. Like I couldn't like stop it. Like I could, like every single time she would like trigger me, I'm literally screaming and yelling. I even got lockjaw on my birthday last year that nobody even knew. I couldn't even like have a real dinner. Like I had to like eat like oysters and shit for my birthday because I had lockjaw for my birthday of that much stress. I lost 16 pounds in that month alone. Literally in that month alone. Before then, I had lost like 3 pounds with the other stress, but with that month alone, I lost 16 pounds, y'all. I literally was 103 pounds for my birthday. It was insane. So every day she was apologizing. Every day. No, that's not my character. I hate that I showed you this side. It was just a drunk me. You're a great person. You're an amazing woman. My whole family loves you. I'm sorry that my sister and my friends are weird towards you. I'm sorry that, you know, I gave them any reason to be weird towards you. And I'm really, 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 really apologetic about how everybody has handled you on my behalf or whatever, right? So, yes, we would holler and scream. Her sister would hear it or whatever. But every fucking night we ended off on good terms. Every morning we woke up on good terms again. I just was so like triggered all the time that I couldn't stop myself, you know what I'm saying, which was extremely inconsiderate to living with her sister. But it wasn't just me, it was that bitch too. But I yell louder than her, so she'll start yelling at me and I'll start yelling louder, so now I seem like the problem, you know. As time went on, her sister stopped liking me. I don't give a fuck. Me and her sister have the same birthday. She was trying to be on some, oh, we act the same. And I will always tell her, we don't act shit the same. Y'all hoes is weird. I don't act nothing like y'all. But I was always still being respectful due to the fact that it's still her sister, you know what I'm saying? So her sister stopped liking me after time went on, but mind you, she would only stop liking me when her friend was over. When her friend wasn't over, she's like texting me like, you want to watch a movie? Or like, wait until I get in the house. Oh, Danielle's sleeping, you want to watch a movie with me? All type of shit. Bitch, I think we even cuddled on the fucking couch and watched a movie before. Like, we was really cool, but I do understand the frustration with, you know, somebody hollering and screaming, especially even at your sister or whatever. So I really did think that was the only issue, but come to find out, it was also money. She started trying to tell me that we need to split rent 3 ways or whatever. Are you dumb? Bitch, I don't got a room here. I'm literally living with my bitch. I'm never splitting rent 3 ways. But I even told Danielle, like, if that's what you need to, like, for this situation to be comfortable, I would do that. She's like, you ain't doing that. She even talked to her mom. Her mom was like, Natavia, you don't need to do that. You know, that's not your house or whatever. So as long as Danielle can pay her part of the bills, it shouldn't matter, right? Both of her mom and her and herself was telling me that or whatever, right? Cool. So I didn't know it was a money issue until like one day her sister like said like a smart ass comment when I was walking by, because she was arguing with Danielle, but she said a smart ass comment when I was walking by, and now bitch I'm on that because who you talking to? So I'm like, bitch, don't fucking say nothing to me, because I'll really smack the shit out of you. Something like that. Like, I did threaten her. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm like, I literally dealt with 6 months of y'all bitches really trying me, and I never said anything. So I really was on that, whatever. My friend at the time was on the phone, so she like screaming in my ear, Natavia, don't hit that girl, because they know how I get, bro. I don't play with no bitch. Mind you, y'all, all these bitches is way bigger than me. I don't give a fuck. Y'all bitches ain't built like that, for real. And that's the thing about it, is I literally kept warning Danielle, bro, I don't gotta prove my toughness to your friends and stuff, but I'm also letting them know, like, stop trying me. You know what I'm saying? She would always be like, they're so lame and they're just jealous of you, and fuck them. I'll cut all of them off for you because you're a great fucking person. And every time I talk to my mom, she loves you. Everybody else loves you. It's just my sister and my friends being weird to you, right? Cool. So, yeah, we ended up getting into an argument, whatever. So her sister's like, oh, one time you even said I was ugly or whatever, which I did. I did, but I said it in retaliation to something that I seen in Danielle's phone, which Danielle was right there and even said, like, yeah, she said that, but she said it because of what she seen in my phone. And so she was like, she literally did say that she was wrong for screaming out that, because she know that you can hear her and stuff like that. But it wasn't false. I don't believe that it was a lie. I just shouldn't have said it so she can hear me. You know what I'm saying? That was where I fucked up. So come around for the next part. So yeah, we ended up getting into it in that encounter or whatever. And so she's just like, well, I just feel like we should be splitting bills or whatever. And that's when I ended up telling her, like, I did start sending money for bills, right? When I started sending money for bills, Danielle was supposed to give it to her sister. Danielle never did, or put it towards the rent or whatever. I was giving $200. Danielle was keeping that shit for herself, but didn't tell her sister that. She's telling her sister that I'm not sending that at all. So her sister gonna come at me like, okay, well, where's the rent money? Da da da. Ask your sister, bitch. What the fuck you mean? Like, I didn't even know Danielle was spending it. So I looked at Danielle. I said, Danielle. She's like, okay, well, I'm gonna just be honest. I don't feel like she owe you no money, so I'm not giving it to you. Her sister started busting out crying. Her sister probably really started crying because she didn't realize that her sister was a lying ass bitch. But that's just what the fuck the reality was. So we all ended up getting into it for hours. She ended up like trying to imply that she wants her friend that Danielle fucked to move into the house. I said, that's not happening. I'm moving out. Danielle's like, no, you're not. She's just not moving in here because she's drama filled. Every time she comes over, Deanna, you act different. Y'all bring drama to the house and stuff like that or whatever. She's like, okay, well, I got to think about it, but I already told her she can come. I said, that's fine. I'm leaving. I don't give a fuck. Danielle's like, you're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. If you leave, I'm leaving. We ended up leaving. We ended up staying at my mom's house for a couple weeks or whatever until our house got approved. So we got approved for our house. Mind you, we got approved for the house literally in my mom's neighborhood. So it was so crazy. But, we stayed with my mom for the time being or whatever. But when we was moving out and everything, nobody got into it or nothing like that, because I was really shutting the fuck up. Like y'all, I really wanted blood, bitch. That's where I was at with it. So I just wouldn't speak. I'm in the house and I'm just not speaking. That's extremely disrespectful to be in somebody's house and not speaking. But I don't give a fuck, bitch. Y'all wanted to make me feel uncomfortable for 6 months before I said anything. So bitch, now I'm gonna make you uncomfortable and show you that I don't give a fuck. So me and Danielle ended up moving into our house March 14th, right? We moved into our house March 14th. I literally paid for every fucking fee, everything. I paid for every fucking cent about the move or whatever, right? It wasn't no issue or whatever because she had already paid for the rent and stuff back by her sister's house. And so it was just like, okay, cool. We need $4,800. And that's what we're going to get. So I literally took my ass to work. I made the whole thing in 10 days. Like, probably less than 10 days or something like that, right? So when we moved in, I never said, oh, my house. Danielle's name is on the lease 100%. Yes. But I paid the motherfucking, all the moving fees 100% by myself. Come to find out, her family ended up giving her some money that I don't know what she used it on, but she didn't use it on moving in, which it didn't matter because she was getting stuff for the house. So it really didn't matter, right? After I made the $4,800, whatever, we was always splitting rent, $725, because our rent was, about $1,500, $1,450, $1,500, something like that, right? So we was always splitting down the line. But Danielle is a veteran. Danielle did not have a job at the time, so she literally only got one solid amount of money, which was $2,014 and like 57 cents. Yeah, exact amount, bitch. So you know I ain't lying. She got that exact amount. So at first when we were just splitting the bills down, I'm making money regularly or whatever because I had a new job and stuff at that time too. But also it was like when her check was over, it was over. So it was like eventually, like, she was always like not being able to pay something at the time because her money was at one time, you know what I'm saying? So we ended up I came up with the idea that, okay, bro, how about this? You just pay the rent and I'm going to pay everything else. She paid the rent and she paid for her couch because she had a couch under her dad's name that her dad would get on her about because she wasn't paying it. Why she wasn't paying it, I don't know, because I'm paying all the rest of the bills.
Right.
So yeah, the whole month of April, she actually ended up getting like a large amount of money from her income taxes, $15,000 to be exact. So she did spend that shit in a month. I didn't know she spent it in a month. She was always buying stuff. She was always getting groceries, anything we needed for the house she was getting. But mind you, y'all, we already had multiple TVs. We had the bed. We had the couch. We had all the big things that we needed in the house. So she was just really kind of overly spending. But she just, she was saying like, I want our house to be comfortable. But when I would tell her like, this don't look like $15,000 worth of money, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't like on her head in a negative way about it. I'm just letting her know, bro, you should have let me know that you was spending money the way you was, because then I would have literally jumped in and I would have budgeted your fucking money for you. That's how we ended up getting to this bum ass shit that happened through the summer. Let's get into that. So over the summer, mind you, Danielle blew through her whole fucking money by May. I know it was by May of 2025. I know it was by May because we ended up going to see my dad's gravesite or whatever. So she was there for me. We ended up finding my dad's gravesite. The first time I ever been to it, we drove out to Tampa. She did a girlfriend proposal officially, or whatever. Mind you, we've been living together since September. We moved to the house in March, but she did the girlfriend proposal like just off of the strength or whatever. Y'all, I did not know this bitch was telling her mom that I was technically never her girlfriend, but yeah, I'm telling everybody that I know that we are in a relationship. So it was just a little weird shit like that. Once again, character stuff. So we ended up going out of town. When we out of town, I ended up saying like, hey, can you spot me $50 or whatever? She was just like, mind you, I paid for everything out of town. She just paid for gas, which my car holds gas really good. So literally, I think she spent in total $65 for gas in total. So I'm like, can you spot me $50, whatever? She was like, oh, I was gonna ask you for like, can you spot like my half of the rent or whatever, because I went into my money on your girlfriend proposal and I only got like $300 left. I didn't get mad or nothing. We in a hotel room in fucking Florida. So I'm like, well, why the hell you ain't just tell me that? Like, why you didn't tell me? I said, okay, cool. You know what? I'm going to just have to go back to the club a lot more than when I'm going. Because I had stopped the club and everything. I said, I'm going to just have to go back to the club a lot more and stuff like that because we need to catch up, right? So she's like, okay, cool. I ended up going back to the club, money coming in or whatever. But I guess when money started coming in, she started feeling like, oh, well, now I ain't got to do shit. You know what I'm saying? So she started drinking heavy. She was already drinking regularly. Like every single holiday we ever spent together, this bitch would be drunk. Mind you, she's in front of her family and her friends, but she's drunk as fuck at the end of the night and throwing up all over every fucking thing with me. But in front of her family and friends, she's a good time. So I always tell her that's also manipulation because they seeing you one way and I got to experience you a whole different way. Yeah, we couldn't have sex. We couldn't be intimate. Nothing could happen because this bitch will be so fucking blacked out drunk. She don't remember anything. Literally. So over the summer, she got even more drunk. This bitch drunk every single night. I was going to work in my day job and I was going to the club every fucking day or every time I can make it because I'm paying all the fucking bills. She's literally only paying $14.50 for rent and then $200 that she's supposed to be paying to her dad. Mind you, she still has to pay her own phone bill, but that's it. Everything else is on me, right? And I didn't mind because, she spent $15,000 on stuff. So I didn't mind, but it was just like, even when you spent $15,000, I always still had to pay my half of the bills. You never paid my half of anything ever. So it was just like, for her to literally be now trying to tell people that I didn't pay no fucking bills when everybody fucking knows that I paid majority of the fucking bills because she couldn't. So yeah. So, over the summer, like I said, she became a huge drunk. I got so fucking stressed out or whatever. Like, I'm crying all the time about it, but not in front of her. I'm crying in the car. I don't have nobody to talk about it with because I don't want to tell nobody her business. I finally one day opened up to one of my friends or whatever. I regretted it instantly because it's like, damn, I'm going to stay with her. So I don't even know why I opened up, but I just did because I just needed to get it off my chest, right? And getting it off my chest, nobody treated her funny. Nobody mistreated her. Everybody still was like, but she loves you, you love her and that's why you sticking it out, but she needs some help. Cool. I start sending her AA stuff. She don't want to do it. She'll fake act like, okay, I'm going to do it. Act like she signed up for it, but she never really followed through. Oh, I'm going to go to therapy. Or I'm going to go to the VA and get the benefits from them, all type of shit or whatever, right? So she literally played it out so long. I was like, fuck this. I'm calling her friends. I'm calling her mom. I'm calling her aunt. I'm telling her sisters because it's just like, bro, somebody need to know that you got a fucking drinking issue, like an alcoholic problem. This girl gonna tell her friends and family that I'm just being dramatic and I'm just naggy and I don't want her to have fun in life.
She don't want to stop.
But then sitting there crying to me like, Natavia, don't leave me. I know I got a problem. I know you don't got to deal with this. I know what nobody else deal with this type of shit or whatever. And I'm so sorry. I'm just super depressed right now. And I'm glad that you're being patient with me. I'm glad that you're here with me. But like, I need to like get some help. But then switch it up and say that she never needed no help. Right? Weird.
This story is exhausting. What is going on? There's too much drama in a friend group and also in a relationship, okay? And it's giving very much your girlfriend don't want the help, right? She's not ready to get help for her alcoholism. She's not ready for you to point out that she has a problem. Clearly her family don't notice that she has a problem. She don't notice that she has a problem, and she needs you to get off her back about her having a problem and needing to get help. She's only your girlfriend. She's not your wife, you know. I don't understand all this extra going through hoops and everything for someone who's just your girlfriend, you know. Now if you're my husband or my wife and we have a future together, and you know I want you to be healthy, to live as long as you can for our family, I will try to help you and I will push you, but I'm not wasting energy on someone that I'm
Yeah, so this bitch got over on me, right? Let me tell you how she got over on me. I literally deposited every single dollar that I got into her bank account. We will go to Navy Federal every fucking day or every 2 days to deposit large amounts of money into her bank account. $600, $700, $800, $1,000, $1,200, $1,500, all type of shit or whatever, right? Y'all, why the fuck she's sitting there trying to play it out like that was always her money? And that's how she's trying to say that she paid all the bills, because it was coming from her bank account, but she know 100% that was my fucking money. It literally was even stressing me out because I would give her the money to pay for a bill because she had the apps on her phone sometimes, and I would be at work or, you know, and I'm just telling her to handle it. And this bitch would not even pay the bill and lie to me. And then when the bill is doubled and back, I'm screaming, I'm yelling, I'm frustrated. She's like, it's heavy, I'm sorry. Like, I just never had to deal with nobody as mature and responsible and stuff as you. But yet you the same bitch that told me you took care of your ex, her kids, her whole family and everything, and they never paid the bills and you had to do everything on your own. Either you lied, or bitch, just because you dealing with a bum don't mean that you know how to deal with a motherfucking bitch who's really on her shit. You know what I'm saying? So in the midst of all of that or whatever, I'm frustrated. I'm angry. Like every fucking thing is just going wrong because of how she's mishandling things. I'm telling her to get a job or whatever. Mind you, she don't got a car or nothing like that. But like, bro, you could use my car or whatever. She ended up starting trucking school after I pressured her into starting trucking school. She ended up starting trucking school because when in the military, if y'all know, they get paid for school regardless. So you would have got paid. So I literally had new job offers because I had quit my job to do the club full time or whatever. So I had new job offers that I wasn't taking because she didn't have a way to get to school. So she needed a whole month. So I'm like, damn, I want this job, but I'm not going to take it because you won't be able to get to school. She's like, don't worry. When I get good, I'm going to take care of you. Cool. So she drove my car every day from 5:45 all the way to like 5:30 or whatever when she got her to school every day. Then I would just go to the club at nighttime, but I was just started only just going on the weekends and stuff like that, right? She kept filling a drug test, but she was telling her family like, oh, they just pushing my date back. When in reality, she kept filling a drug test. So she kept filling a drug test, and I'm telling her like, okay, well, try to get some fake pee, whatever. She's like, she want to do it the real way, whatever. So she failed the drug test 3 times. I even paid for the test that she took, some test that she had to go to take a CDL test or whatever. I paid for that. She had to take another drug test. I paid for that. But in the last one, I told her I'm not paying for it. So she ended up asking her mama. I don't remember what happened with that, but she ended up filling it again. So I'm telling her, okay, stop wasting time and just find a job that's going to pay you now. So that's how she ended up waiting for, like, she now works for Allied Security. So she started waiting for Allied or whatever to reach out and stuff like that. She finally got hired. But y'all, this is in September. She had just started working there in October or something like that now. So it's really just a month of her working there before, you know, she started getting her shit together or whatever. But like, I'm irritated and I'm frustrated by them, but I really just want to see things through, because it's like, damn, I done stressed myself out so much with you that when stuff start getting good, I don't want to just like act like, you know, it was meaningless or something like that, right? So she started getting back good, whatever. I'm driving her to work, or I'm leaving my job early because I don't want her to have to ride the bus late at night and stuff like that. Like, I'm literally still conveniencing her. And so she did slow down on her drinking in the month of September. She slowed down or whatever, right? Because we got into a final argument where I'm just like, I'm going to leave you. I'm not doing this alcoholic shit no more. You can't remember nothing. You don't remember conversations. You acting weird to everybody. You playing this victim stuff, all type of shit. I'm tired of it. I'm leaving you. She's like, no, I'm going to get my shit together. So she did slow down on her drinking, right? She literally drunk one day again, but for me it was like, damn, this bitch really actually never gonna change. So she drunk one day again, and when she drunk again, I literally didn't scream, I didn't yell, I literally just sent her a AA thing. She texted me back, did they send you this? And I was like, no, I'm sending it to you. She's like, LOL, cool. So I'm like, no, it's not okay, or whatever she said or whatever. I was like, no, it's not okay, like, you need help. She's like, laugh my ass off, K, like trying to dub me out, right? So I'm like, I wait till she come in the room or whatever, and she's like, you're so fucking annoying. Like, you're naggy as fuck. Mind you, y'all, she's drunk, so she only gets bold at the mouth like this when she's drunk. She's like, you're naggy as fuck. You don't let nobody beat themselves. You don't let me drink. You don't let me smoke my vape. You don't let me be an alcoholic. You don't let me throw up all over myself. Basically is what she's saying. I don't let her be a bum-ass bitch that everybody else around her act like they can't see. That's what the fuck she's basically saying. So I'm like, no, and I'm not gonna keep tolerating it. It's been a year and 6 months now, and I'm dealing with you. I don't have to keep tolerating it. She's like, okay, you don't have to keep tolerating it. I don't give a fuck. You're annoying as fuck. I let you be yourself, and blah 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 blah. I said, but I'm not a drunk. You anything that's myself, I've never inconvenienced you. Your drinking has literally affected our livelihood, bitch. You literally made us get behind on fucking bills, which made me lose my car at one fucking point. All type of shit because of your irresponsibilities. I got my car back on my own. I'm still letting you use my car as if it's yours, but you still not contributing to my car, no nothing. You gonna tell me you ain't asked me to be late on my car? No, you ain't asked me to pay your half of the bills. You would have figured it out. How the fuck you would have figured it out when you didn't have any money to figure out anything that needed to be dealt with that day? That's the type of bitch she is, though, y'all. That shit pisses me the fuck off because I really didn't think she was like that. But everybody keeps saying it's the alcohol, it's the alcohol, it's the alcohol. Fuck that. If the bitch says she don't got an alcoholic problem and she only know how to mishandle me, it ain't the fucking alcohol, it's her character. So yeah, on top of all of that or whatever, I ended up breaking up with her. This is actually how the breakup happened, where y'all can see on my TikTok where I said about me being freshly single. That was literally days later. I broke up with Danielle like on the 13th or something like that or whatever, right? Mind you, every single day, even during the breakup and stuff like that, I'm still telling her, I don't want to date no other people. I just really just want you to get yourself together. I want everything to plan out where I really want to see you get yourself together, even not for me, for yourself. Don't focus on me. Release my expectations of you. I got this all in text message, y'all. I want you to get yourself together because you show me qualities that I do not like, and I'm not gonna keep faking it, whatever, right? So she's like, okay, I'm getting myself together. So she starts doing a fake kick it thing like she always do. Starts sending me text messages. Oh, look, the therapist finally texted me back. Oh, look, the VA finally wants me to do this. Oh, look, I'm finally going to get my pussy checked from the doctor like you've been telling me for fucking 4-6 months or whatever. I'm finally doing everything that you want me to do, but I know it's fake. So I'm telling her, okay, do that for yourself though. Don't do it for me, do it for yourself, right? In the midst of all of this, I'm still considerate. I'm still driving her to work. I'm telling her I don't want to be in a relationship. Don't focus on a relationship. Did I still want to be in a relationship with her at the time at first? Absolutely. Did I still love this bitch? Absolutely. I even told my friends before I leave this house, I'm going to help her pay up all the bills. I'm even going to help her get a car. And then at the end of this, then we'll see if I'm going to leave. I literally still love this girl down. I just had to show her tough love at this point. So literally, I was just always just be like, no, I don't want to be with you. Don't worry about me. Because I was just trying to tell her to be there for herself. Girl, this bitch drunk again. And I literally come home and she's blacked out drunk on the couch or whatever. I don't say anything. I don't tell no, like, I literally just go to church, which was last Sunday. I go to church. I'm at church. She starts texting. Oh, no, I'm not at church at this time. I'm at church, but she don't ask me nothing or whatever. She's telling me like, oh, you got a package. I put it on your doorstep or whatever. Cool. When I leave from church, I ended up going to my homegirl house because I honestly, y'all, I just needed this event and I needed a break from her because the alcoholic thing was just so fucking draining to me. So I'm literally like, oh, okay, like, just not gonna address this anymore because she clearly don't give a fuck, so I'm not gonna give a fuck. So she texts me randomly like, oh, you unfollowed me, so whatever you thought this was, it ain't that. You gotta go. What? Bitch, you doing all this because I unfollow? Girl, I unfollowed you days before too, and you didn't trip. Y'all, come to find out, I ended up going through the phone record that my phone name is on. It's my phone, y'all. It's my phone. Under my name. She literally had to get on my phone plan because her phone plan was fucking, she didn't pay her bill for 3 months. And I didn't know it because, like I said, she's only paying one bill at the house, which is a fucking rent. I didn't know she wasn't paying her own phone bill. She gonna tell people that she got on my phone plan and her phone was off because it was broken. No, bitch, I broke your phone when I found out you was still stalking your fucking exes. But your phone was, that's not why your phone was off. Your phone was off because it was fucking off. Not because of any other reason other than it being off, because I literally broke your phone and I went the next day to go get the fucking screen fixed. Your phone was off for a month because it just was. Because your ass is irresponsible, bitch. So all of this goes back to literally just the lies and her character and how I save face for this girl all the time. So I was always talking so highly of her all the time. I wasn't faking when I was tweeting it, and when I was saying the stuff that I was saying, I genuinely felt like that. But then it was just like stuff will happen where it was like, damn, but you know what I'm saying? Like, your ass was tweaking out immediately, but I'm not gonna go delete it and stuff like that. And I also didn't want nobody in our business, so I didn't have nobody in our business. But literally not putting people in our business. This bitch was putting people in our business and telling them the side that she wanted to tell them, but spitting it to me like, I don't say nothing bad about you. Anybody who really cares about me knows that you're so good for me. My mom knows that you're so good for me. Yeah, but your mom don't know what the fuck I deal from your ass either. So yeah. So now we're gonna skip forward to the whole breakup. So yeah, I literally went to church, went to my friend's house. She started texting me, talking cash shit, y'all. She don't even talk like that. Calling me all type of bitches. Yeah, get the fuck out of my house. I pay all the bills. Flexing so badly, y'all. I knew she was talking to somebody. So I literally was texting her like, bitch, who the fuck you trying to show out for? Because you pay all what bills, bitch? You pay, like, why would I ever lie and act like I paid all the fucking bills if I didn't? That's some loser ass shit, bitch. That's shit that you play. I don't play like that. You fucking lame ass loser. The fuck? So literally, she started texting me talking cash shit or whatever, right? I ain't gonna lie. People know how to fucking rage bait me. I won't lie to you. Bitch, when I get mad, bitch, I get mad as a motherfucker. Because it takes me a long time. So my friend, mind you, I'm just telling my friend, like, yeah, I still love her. You know, I just gotta really just love her from a distance. I just want her to get herself together. My friend's like, oh, you're just a sweet girl on the table, but I just think you should let it go. I think that, you know, it's gonna get toxic through the time. I'm telling everybody, mind you, 3 people telling me they feel like she gonna switch up on me. And I'm just like, nah, she's not like that. She's not like that. Everybody's like, Tavia, you think so, but I think she is. I'm just like, nah, y'all, she's not like that. Y'all, she literally did the very next day. So yeah, so I'm at my friend's house. She sent me a text message, whatever. I get mad. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go to the house or whatever. So when I go to the house, she's not there. Of course, that's why you talking cash shit, because you're not at this house for me to put your fucking head from wall to wall in this bitch. Of course you're not there. But I see my dog is gone, so I'm like, I call her. Where's Prince? Oh, it don't matter. He's with me. I said, why if you just told me to move out? Yeah, well, I didn't want him to be in the house all by himself. I said, okay, cool, but you got my dog, but you want me to move out. She was like, yeah, exactly. You need to get the fuck out because I pay all the bills anyway, bitch. You don't do shit. You think you gonna go. I said, oh, you got my dog? I know exactly where you at. Hung up that phone, was on the way. Come to the auntie house or whatever, banging on the motherfucking door. Of course I look crazy. Do you think I give a fuck though? No. Of course I look crazy because I'm banging on the door, but y'all don't know this bitch is talking cash shit to me the whole drive. Even there, she's like talking shit or whatever, calling me, talking shit, all type of shit. But when I get there, you don't want to come outside. So she have her bitch ass, pussy ass cousin, a boy, come to the door, and he got his head in the door or whatever, and he put Prince outside and was like, oh, I'm on probation, don't bring that shit to my mama's house. I put my foot in the door. I said, nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that. What are you talking about? Tell Danielle to come outside. Why are you even in bitch business? That's what I'm saying, whatever. He like, man, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know what's going on, whatever. And it's just really like, I'm really looking, because he's like trying to intimidate me, not knowing my fucking brothers would put that rod to that ass in real life. So Danielle's spotted behind the door, right? But she's still texting me, but she won't come outside, whatever. So I'm sitting outside or whatever, outside the house for a minute. My homegirl like, Natavia, you need to leave. They could be calling the police or whatever. Cool. I call her auntie phone, she don't answer. Call her mama phone, she don't answer. Nobody call me back, no nothing. I already know Danielle is playing the victim, and I also know I'm on a camera banging on your door, so whatever. But I just feel like as a real grown ass person, you should be like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Because that's what the fuck I would do. But whatever. So I really got antagonized as fuck or whatever. So I go to the house, whatever. I started packing up all my shit or whatever. Every like decor pieces and stuff like that I wanted or I paid for, everything. I took my computer, I took my laptop or whatever. Y'all, why this bitch gonna say that I took her shit? Oh, you took my laptop, that's my computer. No, bitch, you paid for it for me. I literally have tweets and everything of me telling the world that you gifted me this, all type of shit. What are you talking about? I didn't take nothing that belongs to Danielle. Not one fucking thing. The only fucking thing she could try to say I took is, oh, you took my paper towels and my towel. Girl, them decor shit that I fucking picked out, and I was paying for shit too, so stop fucking playing with me, bitch. You didn't even like none of that stuff, so who you playing with? Like, you weird ass bitch. So as I'm moving on my stuff or whatever, she's still talking cash shit. Like, yeah, bitch, get the fuck out of my house. That's my shit. You ain't never did shit there. What you thought this was? All type of loser ass shit that she don't even talk like that. That bitch is a lame. When I tell you, everybody who has met Danielle was like, she's literally only a dyke because she's unattractive. Like, she really would be a femme if she could. Because that's exactly what the fuck she gives off. So yeah. So she's talking cash shit. Guess what? I turned that phone off. Bitch, you want to play? Let's play. Cut the phone, cut the Wi-Fi, disconnect the motherfucking security cameras, because, bitch, who you playing with? Who wasn't paying no bills? But I shut everything the fuck off, disconnected everything, because, bitch, you playing with the wrong motherfucking one. I ain't never got a lot of kick it to no bitch, ever. Bitch, I live in my truth constantly. That's the difference between me and your loser lame ass with your fucking lame ass friends and all of y'all duck-headed ass bitches who don't even like each other and bash the fuck at each other. Bitch, I was the common enemy because y'all hoes was jealous. Y'all bitches are bums. I would never ever be around y'all if it wasn't for Danielle. She knows that. She's even said that to her own fucking mom, to her own aunt. Like, yeah, Natavia, like, when I see people that she like, these ain't the type of people that she hang with. Exactly, because y'all are fucking losers. She knows it. She's even said it. And she's a fucking loser, and she's still calling y'all bitches losers. The fuck? So my brother didn't come home for a few days or whatever. So when he did come home, I called him and I just told him everything that had happened. Not come home to me, but go home to his house. And mind you, he lived in the same neighborhood, whatever. So she ended up saying like, my brother ended up texting her or whatever. And she ended up saying like, oh, Natavia's not getting anything. Me and you don't have no problem with each other, but she's not getting anything because she took my shit or whatever. My brother's texting her like, Danielle, like, she gonna get her shit either way. You know what I'm saying? She like, oh, well, how y'all gonna get it other than breaking into my house? Like, she's trying to play tough. And now I realize she's trying to play tough because when we got to the motherfucking house, she had all the same bitches that she fucking talked dog shit about the whole year of me dating her at the house. So you play tough, bitch, and I'm gonna show y'all bitches better than I can tell y'all every time. So, as soon as I get there, whatever, I can hear them through the door or whatever. I don't give a fuck. So, I'm literally like, boom, 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 banging on the door or whatever, right? Because I'm really on there. I won't even hold you. But mind you, I had already called the police. Like, I had a police escort and everything coming. But in case y'all want to be on it, I was on it. My brother ended up saying, like, nah, back up. Like, it sounds like there's hella people in there or whatever. Anybody who knows me, bitch, I've gotten jumped before. Hoes don't I don't give a fuck about none of that. Was it very petty? Extremely. But was I on that originally when I got to the house? I was not. It was really like hearing multiple voices in my house. That's the fucking house that bitch I was paying everything fucking for, and y'all bum ass drunk and not doing nothing, and you can't even hold your fucking self up most of the time. Like, you know, I just felt really disrespected. So yeah, but the police was already on the way because I had already called them an hour before, and I was just waiting for them to get there or whatever, right? So my brother like, nah, fuck that. Come back. We about to, you know, because bitch, no. So I just start standing in the middle of the street or whatever. So I do got a rod on me. Are you dumb? Are you stupid, bitch? Are you dumb? It's 4 hoes. You think I'm not gonna? Come on, bro. That's how I know y'all bitches ain't really what y'all talking about. Because any real bitch would know, like, it's gonna get like that. So she all like, one friend opened the door. Yeah, what you want? Not the same fucking oompa loompa of a bitch who literally Danielle really fucking say she don't even know how to take care of her own fucking kid, and she literally fuck anybody that's gonna let her live with them. And the bitch used her, and Danielle's like, oh, her pussy had a smell to it, all type of cash shit. Not you, hoe. So my brother like, don't say nothing, bitch. I got brothers. They know I don't argue. I ain't arguing with shit. Danielle knew better. I'm on the phone or whatever. They don't know who I'm on the phone with, but I'm on the phone or whatever with the police or whatever, and they just talking cash shit. The other friend, the ugly dyke looking one, everybody thought she was a dyke. Even the officer was like, the other gay girl. I was like, what other gay girl? There's like, oh, the one with the other pink shirt on. I said, that's a fucking straight girl. That's how you know, bitch, you're that fucking ugly. So literally, she all like, oh, bitch, I've been waiting to give you this shit for a year. I'm standing in the middle of the road, bitch. I ain't moved or nothing. Them bitches just talking. They pulling her back. That's when she started saying that. Bitch, you had ample opportunity to come out that motherfucking door and come see what this shit was talking about. Bitch, I can't say too much, y'all, because anywho, the bitch, they really wanted to hype each other up because that's the type of lame ass bitch shit that bitches do. They hype each other up to be lame ass bitches. But Danielle is the one who never steps foot at that door because that bitch knew better. She knew better. So literally, the police pulled up. Whoop whoop. He like, oh, just show me that you got the receipt. Like, I mean, that you got mail that comes to this house or whatever, and show me that the receipts or whatever that you paid all the deposits. I had all of that shit, but I had dropped it off at my mom's house or whatever. So I'm walking back or whatever. It was 3 other police cars pulled up. Her bum ass cousin in his bum ass car pulls up. Nigga jumped out of the car with his friend, pulls out a gun on me or whatever, right? Cool, like, oh, bitch, I'll blast you right here, bitch, da-da-da-da, talking tough shit to a bitch. You're a fucking loser, and bitch, for life, I'm on that. Anywho, so I literally go to my mom's house, whatever, my brother on 10, because, anywho, the police come like call my phone or whatever. I come back around and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, and y'all let this nigga right here with a fucking gun pull out a gun on me. They like, who pulled out a gun? Who pulled out a gun? So they literally like, who? These are some young ass fucking cops. All of them, you could tell they was just fucking dumb as fuck. So I'm like, right there in that fucking car, the nigga just pulled out a gun on me. Blah 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 blah. He's like, oh, let's get him. So they all get in the car and start chasing him down. Whatever. They let the nigga drive off out the neighborhood with the car, which clearly had the gun in it. And then they start chasing the dude that was walking down the fucking street or whatever. So they put him in handcuffs and shit like that. And it's just like, but y'all let the nigga in the car leave out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm mad as fuck. not no more about no bitch. Now I'm on some nigga street shit because you got me fucked up. So I'm telling Danielle, bitch, you know how it get when it comes to shit like that. She all looking stupid. She don't want to say anything. Her friends and stuff, they nobody saying anything anymore or whatever. So whatever they telling the police, like I'm the problem, of course, now I look like the problem. Bitch, now I look like the problem because a whole nigga just pulled out a fucking gun and threatened to shoot me because your pussy ass can't motherfucking respect that. The only thing I wanted was my shit. But you know I've been off of you when you just begged me the day before for me to come back and all type of shit. But now you want to play tough because you got your fucking friends over there, bitch, that you know I'll whip. Anywho, so I'm screaming, I'm yelling. They just like, oh, no, you're getting arrested for disorderly conduct or whatever. So they put me in handcuffs and shit or whatever, right? So I'm like, I'm getting arrested, but y'all letting this nigga like blah 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 whatever. So they like, just calm down. I couldn't calm down, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was so activated, bro. I was so activated. I literally was about to like run up. That's why I was trying to like maneuver my way. And I was like, I wanted to just run up and like get to Danielle at this point, because now, bitch, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Like, because I really wasn't on that at first, but now I'm on that. She's all looking through the windows of my mom, my best friend on the phone. My mom ended up like pulling coming around the neighborhood, my brother coming around the neighborhood or whatever. Anyway, I guess they didn't tell me though till they left. My mom was like, okay, this is too much, Danielle, you might as well let her get her stuff. I guess the friends start talking shit. My mom was like, whatever ugly girl with them tan pants. I said, that's her sister. She's like, yeah, that ugly girl with the tan pants, she said something. And then the dykey one, I said, y'all keep thinking that's a dyke. That's not a dyke, that's a regular bitch. She just ugly as fuck. Even Danielle's aunt has even said that, oh, she's just really unattractive looking. But you know, I just let her come around because Danielle tolerates her. But they done dogged this bitch the fuck out literally since I've known him. So I guess she said something, but they didn't tell me until we left or whatever, right? So I guess they said something to my mom or whatever like that, whatever. The cops have me walking with them everywhere. They won't let me by myself. They like go like show me where he pulled out the gun at. They have me standing in the road like, oh, the person won't show us their camera footage. Oh, this person said that they didn't see anything, all type of shit or whatever, right? Cool. So on that then. On that. Y'all don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So the guy ended up telling me like, you're a very beautiful woman. I just think that you need to learn how to regulate your emotions and fuck the vanity, fuck the everything that you wanted to get. Like, if you know that they're gonna play games like this, then fuck it. Like, really just be the bigger person. And I'm just like, why I always gotta be the bigger person? You know what I'm saying? And literally, I gotta leave it at that. But allegedly now I'm going to jail or whatever. And so even if I fucking do, y'all, guess the fuck what? I didn't do anything. There's no proof of anything. And bitch.
Hey y'all, welcome back. So I know a lot of people have been saying they cannot find my books on Amazon. Well, I have good news. I have officially opened up my very own shop. It's called Oshun's Elixir. That's where you'll find all of my books, my Money Conjure, Crown of Success, Voice of the Creator, all of those on there, including your spiritual products. A lot of spiritual products that are on my shop you probably will not find at your local Botanica store. So check out the store, and also I am having a 10% off on certain items. And if you have been wanting to get my Crown of Success book, now is the time, because until the end of today, which is Thanksgiving, well, I'll probably leave it until Cyber Monday, we will have a 10% off on selected items. And also, you can get the Crown of Success book for only $7.99. So take advantage of that, because the price will go up eventually by, well, $7.96. But by Cyber Monday at midnight, the price will go back up. So if you have always wanted to get a copy of the Crown of Success book, now is the time to grab your copy. And also, don't forget to use the code Jenny10 to get 10% off selected items. Check out the store and let me know what you guys think, because I am actually growing the store, so I will be adding a lot of stuff when it comes to spiritual items that a lot of botanical stores you might not be able to find at a lot of botanical stores. You will be able to find at my shop. I will have a lot of Haitian products, a lot of powders, a lot of books, a lot of different herbs that you will need for your spiritual use. So go ahead and check out the store and let me know what you think. And let me know how I'm doing with the designing of the store, because you guys know I love a good feedback. And at the very bottom of the footer in the shop, you can actually click the link that says listen to my music. So my music is also there. And also you can click another link that says watch my videos, and it will direct you straight to my All Things Jenny YouTube channel. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you think. I will talk to you guys later. Please have an amazing Thanksgiving. Enjoy with your family. Love you guys.